Stuck in a weight loss plateau? Here's why and how to fix it. Yes, it's Weigh-In Wednesday, week 15, and I will share the numbers on the scale. But this week's topic is all about plateaus. If you remember the last 2 weeks in my weight loss journey of 40 pounds in 4 months naturally, I stalled. I had 2.2 pounds over the 2 weeks. Well, this week I did better than that, but I had to pull out all the stops to do so, and I will share all of that with you. But first, why do plateaus happen and what can we do about it? Weight loss plateaus really need no introduction. But for those of you in the back of the room or those who have never dieted before, a plateau is when you're doing everything right and yet the scale does not budge, or maybe it crawls, which is what was happening to me. So why does this happen to us in spite of our best efforts? It's especially common after age 50, and this is due to hormonal changes, including a decrease in estrogen, which causes us to gain belly fat. It's a loss of muscle mass, 1% per year, so if we don't do strength training, that can happen. And it can also just be slowing down. So science has some ways for us to break a plateau. First of all, we need to make sure we're eating enough protein. We need to do some strength training, and we can also try cycling our calories, which just means having a little bit more calories one day than you have been doing on your diet plan, if that's what you're calling your weight loss plan, and then going back to your regular program of eating well. So you might be, sort of stuck on a little plateau, and so you could just eat a little bit more, maybe ramp up that metabolism just a little bit, and then go back to your regular plan, and it sort of tricks your body into burning at a little bit higher rate. You can also do high intensity interval training, which is another way of sort of cycling your body's energy. So you don't have to be stuck with a plateau, although they do happen, and just writing them out and not just throwing the towel in when they occur is a good idea. The important thing to remember when you're experiencing a plateau is that you're not broken and your body is not trying to sabotage you. It's really just sending you a message that you need to tweak things just a little bit, and then you'll be moving forward again. And so here's what I did when I experienced a plateau. So in weeks 13 and 14, I had only lost 2.2 pounds total after doing everything right, including exercise, eating 1 meal a day, eating low carb, not overeating. And even so, over those 2 weeks, I had only lost a total of 2.2 pounds. So I decided, well, I've been thinking of doing a 10-day fast, so I decided I would start that in the end of week 14. I didn't eat that last day. I did a full day fast then. And then into week 15, I decided I would continue that fast all the way through week 15. Well, I didn't make it. I did fine for the 5 days, the 1 day in week 14 and the 4 days in week 15. You'll see that when you see my meals. I fasted for the first 4 days in week 15. And I felt great. I always do when I'm on longer fasts. I know some people are really against longer fasts, but if you do your research and you read about it from people, the doctors who actually know, they are actually super healthy for you. They give your body a chance to rest and regenerate. After 3 days of a fast, you actually have stem cell regeneration. I've done a whole video on the different phases of fasting and the different lengths of fasting. And obviously, if you've never fasted before, you don't want to start with a longer fast. You want to do intermittent fasting. But I decided I would try a 10-day fast. Well, in day 5 of my fasting, I was fine. I felt like I could have gone forever. And in day 6, I had something emotional come up, which caused me to break my fast, which was fine. I mean, I still felt in control of my eating, but I just thought, I'm going to eat. I just feel like I'm dealing with too much emotionally right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and eat. So I did. So I broke my fast then. But I had a great weight loss in week 15 because of those few days of fasting. And since I started eating again, even though I'm doing very healthy eating, now I'm on a plateau. So we shall see what happens at the end of this 4-month journey. If I don't make it to the whole 40 pounds, I hope you will forgive me. It's quite possible that I won't now, given what I have left to lose and how short of the time I have left. But I still will feel really proud of my effort, and I will still feel very good about it, and I will still continue to lose the weight. So let's go ahead and look at how I did in week 15.
Okay, here come the numbers.
In week 15, I lost 3.2 pounds. Now, this is after 5 days of fasting, well, 4 days in week 15. That brings my total weight loss over 15 weeks to 35.8 pounds. And that brings my current weight to 136.6, which leaves 4.6 pounds to reach my goal of 132 by the finish line date of either May 28th or June 4th. Now, you'll recall that my original 4 months ended June 4th, but I decided I would leave on vacation as a reward for myself, and it's a birthday trip on May 28th. So I decided to move up the finish line a bit. I posed a week behind, so I still have some time, but I will need to pull out all the stops to reach my goal by then. As for non-scale victories, in week 15, I lost another inch on my abs. My hips and waist stayed the same. So how do I feel? Apprehensive at this point because I have stalled since my weight loss in week 15. Now that was a 3.2 pound weight loss, and it had to do with several days of fasting. So that's not at all surprising, but I've been sort of pulling out all the stops since then, and still that scale just doesn't want to budge. Now, I know that I could maybe eat more and, like mix things up a little bit but I'm just so close to the finish line that I don't want to do anything to mess it up. So I'll just keep on my plan. I'll keep eating, 1 meal a day. I'll keep eating low carb, and I'll make sure that I get enough protein for those of you concerned about that. And I'll keep exercising. And so we shall see how I do at the end of this 4 months. And of course, the usual disclaimer. Not a doctor, or starting any weight loss program. Discuss it with your health care provider. There, I covered the lawyers in the group. Next week's topic will be all about sleep and its role in weight loss, and some great ideas, some healthy ideas for how to get enough sleep. And on Friday, our topic will be episode 3 of Indie Publishing. If you've ever wanted to write your own book, be sure and tune in on Fridays. This Friday's topic will be all about how to organize your writing tools that may help, and whether you're a pantser or a plotter. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay fearless and fabulous. Subscribe, and I will see you next time.